them. We are their product, and will continue to honor them in all our ways. So, as our spotlight goes today, you know what our objectives are, which is to illuminate the brilliance of ancestors, highlight their radiance, celebrate their ingenuity, illuminate their path that they have paid for our progress, honor their innovation, especially paying homage to the creativity of our predecessors. So we will continue with this spotlight as we move on in this program because a lot of our people are lost. I was speaking to a young man yesterday, and he mentioned that what did he say that was so untrue? It looks like we have lost our ways because for so many years nobody was telling us what our ancestors used to do. So because of that, just like Igbo adage we say that na aro bafo, right? Or menala. So now Ara Balafo, and he's boldly speaking about something that is not true, as if it's true because he never heard or seen otherwise. So if not for anything, that is the goal of this section of our show. So please, please, please help us to share, like, subscribe, do all these things so that people can begin to educate themselves. And I want to thank those that sent some feedback about the one from last week. So if we get a good feedback from that one, we'll be able to break it down. They were like, this is interesting. A lot of them didn't know, which is okay. Which is okay if you didn't know. So as you're getting in this information, like you know, we want you to share with your children as well as share the information with others. So Sister, go ahead.
Thank you very much, my sister. It will be so unfair for our ancestors that fought some 30 something years trying to fight away these colonial masters. For their children to not say, yeah, they were evil, they did this, they did. A lot of lies have been told against our ancestors. Oh, they didn't know God. That's not true. That's why today we want to look at our spirituality. Because we are Igbo women, we are using the Igbo spirituality. I don't know that of other people. Please, if you know other people, investigate and find out that we are talking about our own. As recorded in the Old Testament, our spirituality as Igbo is very, very similar to ancient Judaism. If you go and read the Old Testament, Deuteronomy, Leviticus, all those places, all those things recorded there, it's our culture, because our spirituality was our culture. Before, of course, it got corrupted, but it was our culture. This is different from idolatry, witchcraft, sorcery, false prophet, false prophetess of Baal. No, that's not what we're talking about. Because anytime we talk about spirituality in Africa, people will start thinking about demons and evil.
My dear. Oh, Hana.
The lie is too much. We worship God as the only supreme being, indeed, from ancient time. And there are so many things, evidence, to show you that that's who we were. We believe that God is the creator of the whole universe, humanity, everything within and outside the globe. Ekekerowa. If you miss the story, look at our language. What we did not do or did not have, we don't have a word for it. We don't have a word for it. That will show you that we don't know what it is. But anything we have a word for, it means that is the history. That is the accurate information of what happened. We believe that God is almighty, omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent. Chineke pụrụ ime ihe niile. We believe that each person has his or her guardian angel. We see God as a fair God that punishes unfairness, injustice, inequity. That's our worldview as Ndibo. That's our spirituality. And there are signs of our spiritual relationship with the God that created us. We bear his name. We also give our children his name. Chidera, once God has written. That means we're talking about destiny. Nkechikwuru or Nkechikara. We are very, like, our spirituality is very, like, high, not even, accordion miri. It's very concentrated.
Hmm.
Our boys are circumcised on the eighth day of life before medicine even started doing it. That's a covenant, the type of covenant the descendants of Abraham have. We have it. There are so many other things that if I go in 2 minutes, so you have short time. So we're just gonna just say little and then you go and find out more. Because this is just to, activate your thinking and then you go and search. Ask your people. Christianity was in Africa before colonial masters came with their fake, corrupted version of Christianity, which was for the purpose of stealing, killing, and destroying, just like John 10:10 said. Say the enemy is coming, it's coming to steal, kill, and destroy. That's the colonial masters. They're the ones. You think that the colonial masters brought you religion? No, they did not. Or brought you spirituality? They did not. Maybe they brought religion, the kingdom of this, kingdom of Rome, kingdom of Britain, kingdom of England, kingdom of the. That's why our people are so divided, even when they want to worship God, because they have to be loyal to each of the kingdoms rather than of God. Is that Christianity? No. The pure form of Christianity was already in Africa before these colonial criminals came with the abracadabra that they came with. They did not write the Bible, we keep telling you. They didn't write the Bible. They lack the ability to write the Bible. They cannot even practice what is inside the Bible. If you write Bible, you will not go around killing people, colonizing them. Your activity, the Bible says, by their fruit you shall know them. By their fruit and their evilness and wickedness, you will know that they never read Bible and they never wrote it and they never practiced it.
And they lack the capability to
And
rise
they
up.
lack the ability.
Mm.
They only twisted it to use it to colonize people. There are special spiritual gifts and skills. Like if you go to Genesis, go to Jeremiah, go to Isaiah, you see all those things there. The Old Testament, you see all those gifts, all the things, but even people that are calling fire down, all those things is in our spirituality. In Igbo spirituality, we have prophets, we have seers, we have herbalists, people that know what leaf is for what treatment. They get inspiration. This is what this leaf will cure. This is what this leaf will cure. If you go to Bible, you see them there. Bone setters, those that control 4 elements of the weather. Yes, our people have power to it wasn't sorcery. No, because it's not a witch that created rain. It is the God that created rain, harmattan, wind, and sunlight that gave our people skills and power and wisdom and how to control it so that the weather will be controlled. Because if you have too much harmattan, you have famine the next year. So God will get some people skills to control rainfall. It's not sorcery. It's the enemy that lied and told you, which devil can control water? Did he create water? Did he create rain that he's able to control it? Science, technology. People had gifts given to them by God. And sometimes some of these spiritual gifts run clan by clan, family by family. This family, you do this. Just like we have Levites that he gave a special role. Different clans had special gifts in their spirituality. Go to your family and find. And by the way, Ndi Igbo, go and start rebuilding your Obi. Your Obi, every family in Igbo, go and start rebuilding your Obi. Find out what it will take, even if as cheap as possible. It's not idolatry. It's significant. That Obi, there's something he was doing in Igbo land. When these colonial masters came, they took both the idols and then some holy things in Igbo land. We had some holy things. I was telling somebody, I said, imagine if a white man came and saw Ark of Covenant and the plate of manna that God said they should put inside and the rocks that they picked from the floor or the floor of Jordan. They will say it's idol. Meanwhile, these things were sacred things that God told the people that he had relationship with to keep it. They stole all, took all away. Let's begin to redress our roots. Like Christianity got corrupted, and people with evil intentions began to use it to manipulate and enslave others. That's those that are not awake to the tricks of the enemy. Our spirituality at a time got corrupted. It was because it got corrupted that the white man was able to colonize us. If he didn't get corrupted, ume zuru ndị ọcha, ume zuru ndị ọcha colonize ndị Igbo. Abominations started coming in our land. Arụ